Hi, everybody. It's me, Dexter, and Gareth, and we're going to talk about our wonderful words and how we are fascinated by these phrases that we use every day in every situation, and we don't really know what they're about or what the origin is. And that's where we go to today. The origin of the word nightmare. Now, I come a little bit closer to the screen because I'm going to tell you a secret. My wife suffers from nightmares and she shouts and she screams and it wakes me up. Very, very regularly this happens. And the other day she went, "Stop it! Stop it!" I woke up, what was I doing? So she obviously was having a nightmare, but where does that come from?
Well, maybe there's a mare in your house, and I'm not talking about a horse, because the word nightmare comes from Middle English, and a mare was a mythological female demon or goblin that was believed to sleep on the chest of the victim. And if I just basically share my screen, you can see
Oh my
here there's an
God, that's
image thanks to villains.fandom.com. But there's an image there, and that's what they used to believe was what caused the bad dreams, was because of the fact that a goblin or a demon would sit on your chest, causing suffocation, paralysis, and terror. So
wow.
maybe you've got a mare in your house, and it's from Germanic roots, yeah, and it's related to hauntings and oppressions and stuff like that. Okay, so
Wow.
that is where it comes from. Now, in reality, I've got to say, for me, yeah, a nightmare isn't that. A nightmare is that,
Oh,
because we're
oh
rubbish at
dear.
rugby at the moment. That's not a nightmare. I can handle that. That I cannot handle.
Oh,
So that's a
now I'm
nightmare.
I'm amazed that you were prepared to show that scoreline. Oh, that's the Five Nations, yes?
That's the Six Nations,
Six
yes,
Nations.
and yeah. I'll tell you a very quick story about when I was. Do you remember back in 2007, 2008? We had loads of rain. It rained and rained and rained and rained. We had flooding all over the place. Trains were cancelled because of water and all that sort of thing. And I remember I was working in Leeds at the time, and I was coming out, and everybody was trying to get home, and everybody's in the same boat. And there were these two bloody women in front of me. And if you know who you are, you know who you are. And they were moaning and moaning and moaning. And one turned around and she said, "Oh, this is a nightmare." And I went, "No, a nightmare has been at the top of a building that a plane's just flown into. This is an inconvenience."
Yes.
And it's people just, "Oh, this is a nightmare. This is a no. A lot of things are just an inconvenience and a pain in
Yeah.
the ass. But at the end of the day, yeah, she was like, "Ugh."
Actually, it's a good point, isn't it? Because we do associate nightmares with horrific situations,
Yeah.
but it's all in our imagination. But it's a good point you're making. I'm going to get that mayor out of here. But
Yes.
talking about the Six Nations, I remember some time ago I went to Twickenham to watch England play France.
Yeah.
And of course, the rivalry in the stadium was
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
But when we all went back on the train, everybody was in such a good mood.
Yeah.
I think England did beat France on that occasion, but there was no fuss, no bother, no
No.
aggravation like you
No.
see in football,
No.
hooligans and or that aggression. None of that at all. It was really lovely.
You don't get it in rugby. We stand next to each other and we basically, at the end of the match, it's like, well, we played badly, you played well, or whatever, at the end of the day. And it is what it is.
Yeah,
But yeah, I do like my rugby. And to get rid of your mare, yeah,
yes,
try
yeah,
burning sage. Apparently,
right.
my wife's into all that stuff, so yeah,
Oh, okay. I was
she'll
going to
she'll
use
burn the sage.
lavender, but sage is the way to get rid of the
Sage
bear.
gets rid of all the bad juju's in the
Wonderful.
house.
So we said we would talk about something a little bit lighter. We started with something that was quite disturbing,
Yeah.
but we've given you the way to get rid of those night tremors or those night devils.
Get rid
So
of the demons.
get rid of the demons. So we
Yeah.
hope you enjoyed that. We love talking about it, as you can hear. We get a lot of fun out of it. So please, if you like, subscribe, comment if you feel that there's something that you'd like us to talk about. We're here to serve and to have fun. So have a good rest of the day.
See ya.
Bye.